age-old "Can friends become lovers and still remain friends?" is revisited once again on the big screen. Hello there everybody, I'm movie critic Nick Iacobucci, as always for RealScreenReviews.com, happily joined by my returning critic Debbie D'Angelo, the lovely Debbie D'Angelo. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
And our next film is Friends with Benefits, and it stars Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake, and comes to us from director Will Gluck, the director of last year's wonderful Easy A. And without any further ado, I will turn it over to my lovely returning critic to tell us about Friends with Benefits.
Well, Mila Kunis plays a headhunter, and she recruits Justin Timberlake from California to New York for a job. And as they become professional buddies, they're both lamenting the fact that they're tired of riding that emotional roller coaster during their relationships. And they decide that the best thing to do would be make it really simple. No emotions, just friends with benefits.
Just physical fun.
Yeah, and you know, need I say more? Does that really work? I like the movie though.
No, I was going to say, no, I would say I like the movie.
Yeah,
did you like the movie?
I did.
I think the movie works. I think the two leads worked very well together. I thought that obviously the movie has to hinge on that factor, and I didn't think they really let us down. Now I will say that a movie like this, when you see this in, you know, I just saw this movie. It was called No Strings Attached.
Yeah.
You know, back in January, I believe, and you know the movie can only end one way. They're either going to end up together or it's going to end up realistic.
Yeah.
Really, which I can say, but you know, it's the age-old When Harry Met Sally, and like I said, I think the movie hinges on the relationship between the two leads. Now, did you think they worked very well together? I liked them together.
I did. I liked the characters, their characters. I liked her mother. I liked his sister. Oh, they were hysterical. I love Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson and her mother, Patricia Clarkson, I believe, are just absolutely wonderful and fantastic, and they rule every moment that they're on the screen. They were welcome additions to this cast. The movie's very funny. Now, the movie's very graphic, it's very rated R, but this is one of those films that I would tell you, if you're going to make this movie, this is what it has to be like. And if you're not going to make it graphic and you're not going to, you know, show us what
It's funny because it was graphic in an applied way. I mean, as far as the nudity goes, you only see their butts once. But
the language and everything else.
When you see them rolling around beneath the sheets and the way they're talking.
Well, what about her mom's dialogue?
I know.
Her mother's dialogue. I think she has the best line. Yeah, I think she has the best lines in the film. I actually really I had a lot of fun with this movie. I really did. I mean, now I do have one big issue with this film, and
the premise?
Well, no, it's not even that. I would say that I thought the movie was actually very fresh and very original, probably for like the first 2/3, and then the last third of this movie, it really falls into the same exact romantic comedy that I've seen time and time again. Like, you know, his dad comes along and says exactly what he needs to say at the exact certain time for.
I liked his relationship with his dad. I thought that.
I liked his sister. I like Jen Elfman. I love Jen Elfman.
Yeah, I love that family.
Great. Yeah.
It kind of grounded the movie, you know. But really, is there any other place this movie could have gone? Because I think most people would agree, or at least most women would agree, this premise typically doesn't work.
No,
especially for women.
Yeah, it just I don't know. There's just no
friends with benefits.
Yeah, the whole idea is really kind of ludicrous because I really don't think there's any real happy way for the movie to end. Unless it's the fairy tale, it's never going to end the way everybody wants to. Well, there's always the
exception to the rule. You find two people, they can have a physical relationship, move on, no problem. But I think for the most part, one person always gets romantically involved. I'm going to say most of the time it's the woman because we are nesters, we like to connect.
Yeah, and I'm going to say it's at that point that the man probably doesn't even realize the feelings that are going on the other side because they're kind of oblivious to this.
And like I said to my husband, who out there thinks this premise can work? And he's like, men. I said, exactly.
Yeah, you know, and men do think this can work. And I can actually say that no, there's no, and I'm speaking from experience, there's no way that this can end happily unless it's on the big screen.
And it's not us. We are not friends with benefits.
Oh, no. She's married to, no. We're dance partners. We're not life partners. So, but okay, now cutting to the stars. How many stars are you going to give this?
I like this movie. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars.
I'm going to say I liked it just a little bit less than you, and I'm going to say the movie became really stereotypical the last third of the movie. I mean, it really hit every romantic comedy peg that it was supposed to, and because of that, I'm still going to say I liked it a lot. I liked the movie. It had a lot of laughs. I liked the characters, but I'm going to say 3 stars out of 4. I'm going to say as far as rom-coms go, but I just saw Crazy Stupid Love, and that is next level great filmmaking, and this just isn't that good. So I'm just going to say I did like it, but I'm going to say 3 stars out of 4.
Pretty close for us.
Yeah, that is very close for us, and we actually threw some intelligence in there as far as like relationships go. Okay, so listen, I want to say thank you for being here, and I'm sure you'll be back soon enough for our next review. But until then, remember people, we're not always right, but only when it comes to the movies. And thank you very much for your attention.